Just one day, boom! God. White-beard, flowing robe, the whole wrap of them.
Your Honor.
And what if you were to go home today, Cunningham, and Jesus Christ himself greeted you at your door with a dozen Krispy Kremes, a quart of cold milk, and said, Cunningham, Fabiana, it's me. I really am that thing you feared more than doubted. What would you say? And what if you let him in, Cunningham, for, say, 3 minutes, and you can touch him, and investigate him, and interrogate him, and have him perform all the miracles you want, and have him tell you the exact story of your life, and you ended up convinced. Convinced, Cunningham, wiping away tears of joy and relief on your living room couch. If he proved it to you, would you believe them?
If he proved it to me, I suppose I would have to.
After 3 minutes?
That would never happen.
Cunningham, you're cynical and faithless, and you just told me that Jesus Christ himself would have you on your knees in 3 minutes.
So?
So consider this. Your friend Judas, he had Jesus for 3 years. Think about that, Cunningham. 3 years in the foxhole with the best friend you ever had. Then he shot him in the back for a pack of Cools. Now think what that says about the essential character of the man. Now go home, stir that into your wee gypsy teapot. Petition the ballot, motion denied, next case.
You're a genius. You're a genius.
Your Honor, that petition is signed by God.
Yeah, but it isn't signed by your client, is it?
My client is catatonic. He's incapable of
If
signing.
he's catatonic, how do you know he wants an appeal in the first place?
Who wouldn't want to appeal eternal damnation?
Someone who is aware of his own self-inflicted erosion of the capacity to be filled by grace. Someone too prideful to ask for forgiveness, even in the face of the fiery furnace. Or maybe he don't bother asking because he knows he don't deserve it.
Your Honor, the only one who needs forgiveness is the one who doesn't deserve it.
Then let him ask.
I'm asking for him.
Out of my courtroom, sister, and may God have mercy on your blasted, arrogant soul. Now get the uptown woman, stop your rabble housing, and get humble. Because you ain't gonna get to heaven trying to dismantle the natural order of things that the good Lord has so thoughtfully put together.
Your Honor, are you a citizen of heaven?
Bailiff, remove this woman.
You live here with us. You know no more about God's law than anyone else in this court.
My papers are pending. I'll be up there any day now.
Your papers have been pending since 1864. Now that's 150 years.
If there's an insinuation at the end of that statement, Cunningham, I suggest you don't make it.
Not an insinuation, Your Honor, but a question. If the truth really does set us free, then what is it that is progressively precluding your capacity to respond to the call of that truth? Because 150 years suggests to me that you are not moving closer, farther and farther away from it every year.
What does Judas Iscariot have to do with my truth, Cunningham? I didn't hang myself from some olive branch.
Not an olive branch. You're on a battlefield in northern Georgia, 1864, Alatoona, and the tree. Oh, I believe. Your Honor, I have to wonder what your honest answer will be when you are someday asked how different you are now from the day when you died.
Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. That work for you?
It does.
Put it on the docket.
Okay.
Just write it down.
Okay.
Anything else, Fabiana, Aziza, Cunningham?
No.
The next case!
Fear not, your grace. I shall slay this fallen woman as the crocodile slays the one-legged newt.
Next case! Next case! Next case! Next case!
Not a lot known about Judas Iscariot. Oh, this is my fellow jury member Loretta.
Hi, hello.
Honor. She currently on life support.
Yeah.
And this right here, this is my other fellow jury member, Letitia. She's what we call a new arrival. Girl, you are messed up. What happened to you? I mean, cute dress, but you know you got a tie track on it?
Yeah, I know. Long story.
Oh, go ahead. We got time.
Lots and lots of time.
Okay, well, let me just tell you, all right? Prom night, all right? It was a terrible, terrible choice of boyfriend. He was the one that was drinking and driving, and of course, I get myself landed up here while he gets to live the rest of his life. Oh, that is not right. No.
That ain't right. So, they figure out whether you coming to going yet?
What you talking about?
Girl, I want to talk to you. Go ahead, Loretta.
Any day now, they say, but really no one tells me anything around here. They just talk and talk around me.
Say, Loretta, you bring any good stuff with you?
I'm currently unconscious on a respirator, so no. I didn't really have a chance to grab anything off my bedside table.
Okay. What about you, Letitia? You my man, girl.
I got you. candy bars.
Candy bars.
Doritos.
I love it.
Doritos. I had some Nutri-Grain, but I kind of got hungry on the way up to heaven, so we gonna go with the whole wheat crackers for tonight.
Ooh, I love those crackers. Cheese, everything. So anyways, about Judas, not a lot is known about him except anyway, chosen to be an apostle, betrayed Jesus, then hung yourself.
Love yourself.
Not a lot to go on if you ask me, especially when we're meant to rely on fact.
You know, I had this uncle once. Can I say this?
Oh, go ahead, girl.
When I was a little girl, my Uncle Pino, he used to go around saying,
I believe because it is absurd. It is certain because it is impossible.
What do you mean by that?
no clue. See, one day he fell on his head when he was a little boy, and then
I got you.
he got really philosophical after that.
Ladies, back.
Wait, hold up. Now that right there, that's Butch Honeywell. And unlike Loretta, he definitely dead. And also, unlike Loretta, got no real intention in finding that out. So Butch, we miss anything in there?
Oh, just some crap about the essential paradox of man. How we refuse to juxtapose the absolute to the relative. And some such about paradox being an ontological definition that relates the existing under spirit to an eternal truth.
That's really,
You know, nonsense.
that's very intellectual.
Listen, they passed up the lunch menu, guys.
Ooh, thanks, Butch. Lunch.
I got you guys the gumbo club with fritters.
Oh, Ritter!
I like some fritters.
Right this way, ladies.
I got you, girl. Come on.
Next witness.
Yes, most alluring majesty. Prosecution now calls Henrietta Iscariot, mother to Judas Iscariot, to the stand.
Name? Henrietta Iscariot. Thanks.
Yes. Good day, Miss Iscariot.
Good day.
Yes, well, I couldn't help but notice, Miss Iscariot, that you are a very built woman. Yes, well, I take you back to the year 8. Can you recall this? You were a single parent raising many children, Judas being your eldest and the man of the family. You sent him out fishing to get food for you and his poor, starving sisters. What did he do next?
Do I have to answer?
Just tell the truth, ma'am.
Well, Judas didn't come home until very late that night. I waited by the fire. I was worried. He was only 8. I was concerned that maybe the Romans detained him for shoplifting again.
A shoplifter! So please the
But
court!
then he came home.
Hi, Mommy.
Judas! I was so worried.
Look what I got, Mommy. Spinning top.
Judas, did you catch any fish? Your sisters are weeping with hunger.
Weeping, your great sir! Weeping and wailing! Ah!
I caught 5 fish, Mommy.
But where are they?
I sold them in the market and bought this spinning top. Look how it spins.
Judas Iscariot, I am ashamed of you!
But, Mommy.
Selfish boy, you will come to no good!
Selfish boy! You will come to no good. Was this your statement at the time?
He was only
8 and too late! Your Honor, nothing further.
Ross,
No, thank you!
I wasn't asking you.
This is scary. What happened the next day? He ran away from home that night. I searched for him all day. And late in the afternoon, I observed the following.
Hi. 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 My name's Judas. What's yours? Matthias of Galilee.
Hey, I have an idea. How about you go home and get your spinning top, and when you come back with your spinning top, we can play Battle of the Spinning Tops.
I don't got a spinning top. I wish I had a spinning top. All my friends got one, except me.
Yeah, that's rough. I used to not have one too.
All the kids, they call me Sissy Pants, because I don't got no spinning top.
mommy to buy you one?
I don't got it, Mommy.
Ask your daddy then.
I got a daddy, but he's very stern. He don't believe in spinning tops, so I can't get one.
Wow.
You probably think that I'm sissy pants, don't you?
No. Hey, don't cry.
It's just very hard, to get through life without a spinning top.
Hey, you want to try mine?
For real?
Yeah, sure.
Wow, Judas, this has got to be the best spinning top in all of Galilee. Nobody's got a spinning top like this one, Judas. This is a wicked cool spinning top.
I picked it out myself.
Wow, your daddy must really love you to buy you such a definitely dope spinning top like this one.
My daddy's dead.
What?
The Romans killed him.
Yeah, the Romans. They took our goats last month, and we don't have any money for nothing, even food. So my daddy makes me go down to the butcher, buy bones for my dog. We don't have a dog, and the butcher knows I don't have a dog. And he gives me the bones anyways, because he takes pity on me. I take them home to my daddy and make soup for us with the bones, and we eat it, and it tastes really bad. And my grandma says that my father's pride's been wounded, because he can't earn no money, because the Romans took all our goats, and that's why everything's so messed up, and I can't get a spinning top or nothing.
Wow.
Uh-oh. What? I better get home now. I have to be home before 6. My father's very stern.
Oh, okay.
Someday, my daddy, he'll get some more goats, and then he'll get some more money, and then I can buy a spinning top, and then I'll come and play spinning tops with you, because that was really fun.
Wait. Here.
What?
You can have it.
I can have your spinning top?
Yeah.
For real? Thank you, Judas!
When people ask me who my son was, I tell them that story.
Thank you, Miss Iscariot. The witness is excused.
Not so fast! Miss Iscariot, your son was picked up the very next day on a charge of, stealing a blind man's staff? A blind man's staff that he later sold to Omar the baker to purchase, it says here, cotton candy and a royal blue spinning top. Correct! Correct! Is this correct, Miss Iscariot?
I don't know.
Speak into the microphone!
There is no microphone!
Yes! This is true. Your Honor, we have reason to believe that the staff-deprived man in question was later run over by a rabid Judean camel. No further questions.
Next witness.
Yes, most irresistibly alluring great sir. Prosecution now calls the incomparable Mother Teresa to the stand.
Steve, did you say something? What? Your name, please, ma'am. I was just 10:45, okay?
Yes, Mother, hello, over here.
Who's that?
It is I, Mother, remember me.
Oh, shucks, handsome boy.
Yes, hello, Mother. How are you today?
Speak louder, boy.
I said, how are you?
What?
I said, how are you? Oh!
Judge Bailiff, I believe you do have a hearing device for Mother Teresa.
Get the device.
I believe you have the device, sir.
Oh.
Ma'am? Put these on, please, ma'am. What? Here you go. Oh, thank you, giant woman.
Yes, Mother. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
How about now?
yes.
How about that, Mother?
You are tricking me, no?
Yes, I was tricking. So, how are you today, Mother?
Very good. And you?
I'm pretty good.
Your Honor, if prosecution is through flirting with the beatified
contact has been established. Let's get on with it.
Yes, forgive me the delay. I was simply enamored to be in Mother Teresa's presence. In Christian Egypt, she's a great star. And as a young boy, I used to don a towel in my mother's nightgown and stalk the back streets of Cairo, looking for things to comfort and salve. I love you, Mother, really! You are the oasis! You are the light.
Do we need to take a moment here, counselor?
Perhaps we do, Your Honor.
5-minute recess, adjourn.
My name is Peter. They got a basilica named after me in Rome, which is ironic because back in the day, if you even said the word Rome in my presence, more than likely I'd beat you with my stick. I even had a standing rule on my fishing boat that was strictly enforced. Talk about Rome, and boy, he's from home alone. I'd have had these rules laid out strong so my younger brother Drew and his friends, they like to waste their time talking about overthrowing Rome and the coming of the Messiah instead of focusing on task at hand. And I'd always be like, look fellas, unless your Messiah is going to come down and help us catch some fish, y'all need to shut the heck up and put your undivided focus on these nets. And one day, Drew didn't turn up for work. He come running up to me at the shore at the end of the day when I'm bringing back in the boat talking about, this is Jesus, bro. He's the Messiah. I ain't fishing no more. I'm just going to follow him. And this Jesus, who resembles a Messiah as much as I resemble a ballerina in a tutu, strides up to me and says, catch any fish today? And I says, no, I did not catch any fish today. And he says, take the boat back out in the sea, you going to catch some fish. So I take Jesus out with me, intending to throw him overboard. Then Jesus says, cast your nets wide and deep. And so I did. Well, all I could say is, I'm the professional commercial fisherman. No one knew the seas and tides better than me. There weren't no fish out there. Well, that's because it turns out there was all in my net. Then Jesus says, follow me and I'll make you the fisher of men. And what I didn't know then is that I would never see the sea again.
My name is Matthew. I was a Jewish tax collector for the Roman Empire. My job was to take food out of your mouth and see it shipped off to Rome. Now, Roman tax was exorbitant and non-negotiable. If you had 6 geese, I took 3. If you had a flock of sheep, I took 50%. And if you had 1 sheep, I cut that sheep in half. And if you had no sheep, I took a child, your child, and had him or her shipped off into slavery to settle your debt to the emperor. This is not a made-up story. This is history. This is fact. We were a conquered nation, and I was a traitor to my people. I was a Jew stealing from Jews. According to our laws, I was a sinner and a traitor. I was unfit, unclean to be gazed upon. That's who I was.
Man, I hated you.
And I looked at you, Peter, as a dumb, ignorant fisherman.
Now when I look at you, Matthew, I can't even say mixed company.
I was a scumbag.
True that.
I was a scumbag, and it was against the law to look at me in my eye. Jesus, he looked at me in my eye. That's all he ever did. He looked at me in my eye, and he said, follow me. And before I knew it, I had. And before he broke bread that night, I was clean again. I was clean.
Alpha, Amy, are we ready to proceed?
Yes, forgive me the delay. Mother, I will not take much of your time here, and certainly you are in need of no introduction.
Oh, I know it's mine.
Oh, very well then, Mother. Mother, you are a soon-to-be canonized saint and a recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize. You are from Albania, which tells me you know how to handle a gun, and yet, from the age of 12, you desired to serve God. At 18, you entered the convent, and at 21, you left for the slums of Calcutta, and soon after began ministering to the sick and dying, which you did with love, grace, mercy, and generosity for the rest of your life until the day you died, correct?
Yes.
Yes, Mother. Now I call you to the stand for a special purpose.
And what is that?
Yes, I am coming to it. Your life and subsequent canonization suggest to me that you know a thing or two about God and the life of the Spirit, correct?
I know what I know. What do you want to know?
Yes, Mother. Is there a hell?
Oh, I hope not, but I think so.
Judas Iscariot, he is in hell, yes.
Well, we can't know for sure, but it don't look good.
Should we feel sorry for people in hell?
Very sorry, Jess.
Does God feel sorry for people in hell?
More sorry than us, Jess.
But if God feels so sorry, why not bring the damned upstairs? Surely God has that power.
Boy, God can lead us anywhere. But sometimes the people, they don't want to go. And if the people don't want to go, then what are you going to do?
But Mother, surely these people do not prefer to be in hell.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Boy, do you know what despair is?
Mother, illuminate me.
I will tell you what Thomas Merton, who was a very handsome boy like you. I will tell you what that boy had to say about despair. You may not know this, but I suffered a great spiritual darkness.
Oh, no, not you, Mother.
Crying now, boy.
Oh.
Yes, for many, many years I felt a great loss of God not wanting me, of God not being God, and of God simply not existing. One day, I confided my feelings to a friend, one of the sisters from the Loreto in Dublin, Ireland. My friend, Sister Glenna. She quoted to me Thomas Merton on the subject of despair. She said,
Despair is the ultimate development of a pride so great and so stiff-necked that it selects the absolute misery of damnation rather than accept happiness from the hands of God and thereby acknowledge that He is above us and that we are not capable of fulfilling our destiny by ourselves.
do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Can you repeat it?
Yes, sure.
Despair is the ultimate development of a pride so great and so stiff-necked that it selects the absolute misery of damnation rather than accept happiness from the hands of God and thereby acknowledge that He is above us and that we are not capable of fulfilling our destiny by ourselves.
Yes, I think I get it now.
Judas, he succumbed to despair. The music of God's love and grace kept playing, but he was hard of hearing now. Like me, I need this headphone device to hear. Without this, I no hear nothing. But Judas, he threw away his earphone, and that is very sad. But that is what he chose, and that is what happened.
But couldn't God have just obtained the megaphone and simply shouted instructions into Judas's ear?
Boy,